announced that the Justice Department has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear. It's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
It's that time of the day again where we are going to sit in the very morning and talk about crypto. Massive inflows into Blackrock today and yesterday, and crazy things happening all around the world, especially in US politics at the moment. So that definitely has a little bit of an influence here as well. And we have many more news in the altcoin space, as well as a lot of charts today to look at. And obviously we're going to talk about Ecomi and Veve, how the latest developments are, how the drops, the next upcoming drops are looking. So make sure to stay tuned all the way through. So, good morning to all of you. It has been only a couple of hours and since the last stream. I was at around the Ecomi verse yesterday with Jordan and Crypto Rain and Lori Brenner's husband and Doctor of Stuff. Yes, so that was like the round table. It was a little bit difficult because like the Doctor of Stuff was basically a pixel, like pixels put together, right? So you couldn't even see his face really, but yeah, and some feedbacks and so on. But it was overall a good talk, I would believe. So on another note, I see a lot of people are already here. Energy is here. What's going on? You're gonna need extra coffee today. Great stream last night. Thank you, Trucking Hank, for that. And Tito is also here. Good GM, everyone. For sure. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go. And we are ready to go to talk about Bitcoin. So let's not further delay and jump right in. Why is that so off-centered? Here we go. Let's not further delay and look at Bitcoin. So actually Bitcoin has a little bit of red here, and we could interpret a lot into that. 3% down so far, but the reason being is that two reasons. We are going to look at them, and there are also some speculation. But so as I said before, like markets in general, they don't like so much the uncertainty, right? And at the moment, there is a little bit uncertainty about what's going on with Biden. I mean, even though that Biden dropped out of the race, he is still the president, right? He is still elected president at the moment. He might be lame duck or whatever. I don't know how this is called, but he's the president. But he doesn't really appear anymore. So they were saying like he got some C infection, and now he was ill. But there are rumors circling now, and I think that adds to uncertainty. Rumors about his well-being, if he's even among the living still, and so on. So these are all rumors. There's nothing confirmed, but that is probably going on. And then on another note, we have some bullish things ahead of us. So of course you saw it on the thumbnail. Elon Musk has put out a profile pic with laser eyes. Elon Musk is bullish on Bitcoin. Elon Musk has never left Bitcoin, obviously, because his companies are holding Bitcoin. And there are rumors, or there are speculations, that he's also going to talk at the Nashville Bitcoin conference. And if he does, he might drop another bomb to what Trump is already going to say, because many people are expecting Trump at the Bitcoin conference to basically say that Bitcoin is going to be strategic reserve for the US government once he's president. So and that obviously, that we don't know, but his chances are pretty good, right? But we all know how it is when a candidate is told to guaranteed win, right? We don't want to take anything for granted. But the 3% here on Bitcoin and coming down, I mean, first of all, we could just test this this little support here at 65,000 again, and then continue higher. But what is happening is BlackRock bought $500 million US dollars worth of Bitcoin, 7,759 Bitcoin, and it's actually, you see how this holding is just curving up only yesterday, basically. So they are completely like, people are using BlackRock as a gateway to Bitcoin, and it's a lot of money. It's a ton of money that is flowing into Bitcoin here, and it makes sense, right? I mean, there is a lot of reason to be bullish. Especially the wealthier individuals, plus the institutions that are using BlackRock. They understand the game. They know what's coming in terms of liquidity. No matter which president, by the way, they know what's coming. It's just if it's Donald Trump, it's easier than if it's Kamala Harris or whoever it's going to be. Like maybe we don't know. Like Harris is not the official nominee just yet, right? So also there's some uncertainty. It could be someone else. But obviously for Bitcoin and the Bitcoin world, it would be easier if it would be Donald Trump and maybe Larry Fink as Secretary of Treasury. That would be insane. But we will see what's going to come out of Nashville. It's funny because they buy $500 million of Bitcoin, and there are some people that are doubting what is happening, right? So this guy here, Richard Dick Whitman or whatever, like he is asking who exactly did they buy 7,700 plus Bitcoin from without moving the market. Only 450 Bitcoin are mined per day. So he is questioning how this is coming together, like little conspiracy theory, right? And then they're like, I think Brian Armstrong is a fraud, like Coinbase and Brian Armstrong are running an FTX scheme and so on. I have commented this. I want to show it to you because there is enough Bitcoin where this is coming from, right? So here we see the miner, the miner percent mined supply spent. So it's basically you mine and then how much did you spend of a certain period of a time mined, right? And we see exactly this. There is a huge outflow from the miners, which is why BlackRock can accumulate $500 million worth of Bitcoin and the price not going like ballistic. You see that always this miner sell-off during this time has been relatively stable. There were some peaks here, but look, since the halving, basically, I think the halving somewhere it was here. Yeah, and we see there is a drop-off actually in what miners were willing to sell exactly here at this price. And the reason for this drop in miner selling is that the production price for Bitcoin was actually higher than the cost what you would get here in the market. So producing a Bitcoin at 60,000, selling it at 53,000 is a bad deal in everyone's books, right? But now that the price is above 60,000, above even at 67,000, which is a 10% plus, you mine a Bitcoin, sell it, you make a 10% profit, right? If the price is for that specific miner 60,000 there and thereabout. So that makes sense that now, because they couldn't sell off here, but here they have to sell off now to fund their operations, right, and to be in profit. So at some point, if they didn't, so basically they were running on reserves during that time, and the more this time stretches out, where the price is low, the more miners were capitulating. We saw that, like, so here we see the overall miner balance, and here we see the outflow. So the miner balance dropped quite a bit. Actually, if I move this here, you can see the end point of where miner balance was dropping. So this is what I commented to him here. Look at the metrics here for the Bitcoin wallet, right? Yeah, so that is interesting. And then also what people tend to forget, like, there are still like huge people out there endorsing gold, and I have a little bit of gold as well, right? It doesn't do any harm, it's just not performing. Maybe I should sell it. But anyways, here we see NASA to voyage to golden asteroid worth 10 quadrillion. Like, and this is so stupid. I read this article before, by the way. It said if NASA would be able to do the deep asteroid mining, like deep space mining, and mine all that gold, like, then everyone would be rich. And I was like, how can you write such a thing? It's like if I give what would be the equivalent, like whatever scarce asset, like take a Bored Ape for example. If I give one Bored Ape to every citizen in the world, then we would be all rich, right? That's wrong. The reason why the price is high is because it's scarce. Like you would instantly turn gold into something that is worth less than a bucket of water, right? Or even water is way more valuable depending on where you are, right? So if they would mine all of this, it would be like a cup of sand. That's what it is. Dead Rabbit says, hello, my German friend. I have serious insomnia. I cannot sleep because this year 0 to 0.05 million US dollar. What? Why? So thanks for the German, by the way, but oh, so you want to see that price 0 to 0.005? I don't understand. Green Lantern is also here. GM my altcoin degens. Gflow says, what are your bullish predictions for Omi? I'm thinking 5 to 10 cents at most. I would say less. To be honest, I would say less, and the reason is, so there is increased. Maybe we can go to this already. Today we can make it a little bit more mixed, right? Trying to use Google Translate, so I didn't get the point, unfortunately. I mean, it's good translate, good German translate, but it's not good enough to hammer that point home. 0 to 0.005 million. What does that mean? Let me get to this by one. So we do a little bit of a mix-up today. Let's get to the Omi price, because Gflow wants to talk some Omis. Okay. So let's put this into perspective. Let me go to a time frame that no one uses usually, except me, and that is the monthly. Sorry for that. It will make sense in a second when I have the chart open. So on the monthly, Ecomi looks like this, right? Let's put it in logarithmic, otherwise we will not see anything. Okay, so it looks like this. So what are the negative factors here? So the negative factor is that Bitforex has 22 billion of the Omis, which is close to 10% of the remaining circulating supply. If Bitforex dumps that into the market, we will add another zero, right? If they dump that in the market, we will go to quadruple zeros. Now, would that be something bad in itself? No, if you are still buying. If you have already bought, then you get some serious dilution, right? If they don't dump it into the market, fine. That's actually, that would be more positive, but we cannot know this right now for sure. So let's say we get back up here. So what for me to turn bullish, we would have to see 150% move over the next couple of months, I would say, to get above all of these highs here and to actually form a higher low, right? So this is what we want to see. To do that, we have here a checklist of the most crucial points that OMI needs to fulfill. We need OMI to NFT, which is apparently being, is in beta testing or something like that. We need exchanges, especially maybe we can add a US also. Like we would need that. Yesterday, Dr. of Stuff went on a rant why they can't go on US exchange, but at some point I hope they will be able to do that. And then we need the burns, yeah. So this is apparently also coming, and then so Foster teased this a little bit, and then we need to cater to Web3 audience, otherwise they will not care about the token. So these are the 4 points, you know them. So and then we have whales with billions of OMI as well. They want to take profits at some time. So many of those whales bought also here. So like Dr. Profit, I think he bought here and here maybe, and his average might be somewhere here. Maybe they bought more. Some of the whales, they have an average around here. So we will have some hard time, and we need some serious FOMO to get through all of this. But then you have like a 2 point... Yeah, I think the real big resistance will come in here at the 15x. This is where everyone that has been accumulating millions and millions of tokens will come into the zone where like everyone, even the people that came in here when Disney dropped, are in profits. And some people just want to get out of OMI, right? And that those who DCA down, they are already in profits, like way before, right? Way before. So, I mean, you could DCA here and drag down like your average to 000s or something like that. So then people will already sit in big profits when we reach this point. So then this is where we are at 007, which was on around the Ecomiverse a while ago, my prediction for the end of the year, which looks more difficult now with like the perspective of Bitforex selling off. And also maybe that altcoin season might take a little bit longer. So I might be actually wrong on that one. For sure, I'm wrong on that one, I would say. And then getting back to all-time high from where we are at least doing a 26x. So I would say all-time high is going to be the next major resistance after breaching this one. And then we will see how much of the cycle is left, right? But technically what we would need to see is at some point we come back, we flip this into support, and then we breach it. Like this needs to be the pattern, right? Something like this, yeah. And unless we are seeing it, I mean, you see on the monthly, we don't even have any green, right? So there's no. This month is still red. It's still 8 days long, but it's clearly a downtrend. So this is the problem with Ecomi at the moment, right? And on the other hand, like I would say, from the fundamentals, it's fine, right? I mean, the token gives you some slight utility. It would give you more if all of that is implemented. The Veve app is really good in the digital collectible space. It's leading in the digital collectible space. You definitely have with OMI to NFT, you have a token to the market leader. If you tune out the noise of all the FUD, it's definitely leading. And we will look at that in a second as well. Now, so with, let's say the altcoin market does a 10x overall. So let's say we would do a 10x with it. That brings us roughly in that range of that mega resistance, right? If we're just normally using like a normal 10x move, I think that would be absolutely realistic. Like a 10x move with the market and not all of the things implemented, that would be realistic. So that would be 2 trillion. I think that a 10x would be like, yeah, it would be 2.3 trillion. So will it happen? We don't know for the altcoins, but it could certainly happen. Like for others, 2 trillion for only for the others, like, and then Ethereum on top. We will have to see how it would be, right? But that would be a 10x out of the market. That is like some serious pump. We don't know if this will actually happen, to be honest, because that would mean that like this is some serious money that needs to flow into crypto. We don't know if the altcoin market will do a 10x, right? But even then, even if it does a 5x, Omi could certainly do a 10, 15x from here, and then it would be at 1 point. Like with a 10x, it would be at 1.5 billion. That's not unrealistic. 1.5 billion is not unrealistic. That's the bear market size of, the pre-bull, let's say, we are not in the bear market anymore, but that's the pre-bull size of Floki, Ino, Bonk, like all these meme coins, right? Even Theta Network that has suffered massively. That would be the size of Phantom and Celestia at the moment, which are probably going to do 10x's by themselves. That's the size of Arweave at the moment. So I'm so bullish on Arweave still. I mean, look at that. Look at all these projects that are above Arweave. Like Arweave, it should be a top 50 coin for sure. So that's the size of like a billion. A billion is the size of Axie Infinity at the moment. Axie Infinity has already burned through everything that they have, right? So let's see, the market cap of Ecomi is 135. So 1.5 billion would be even more than a 10x. Yeah, that could be happening, right? And 10x from here, like if you are down 50%, then obviously you will need way more than that. So this is a very conservative target. Obviously, if Omi implements, you could see the 25x for sure, like going back to all-time high, right? If they implement, if they spin it right, if they get these exchanges, especially US, then sky's the limit, right? Then you can have and going back to that, like at least we should reach 1 to 2 cents. Going back to the other prediction of 5 to 10 cents, is it impossible? No, it's absolutely not impossible. That's not what I'm saying, right? That's not impossible, but you have to see all the people that will be selling. Like if you do something like this here to 3 cents, it would be a 66x. We will see, right? And the narrative will shift. You will not, when we are at this price here, for example, right? This price, the sentiment, the narrative, and everything that's being said, also on this chat, on the stream, will be different then. Everyone will be so bullish, and we'll go another 10x and so on, right? So don't forget to lock in some profits if you can at these points, right? But it's still a long way until then. First of all, we have to find our bottom. Like this is talk for the future because we are at all-time lows basically, and we have to find our bottom. Yeah. So we don't know. Maybe we come down and go to 0003, right? And go drop more here. We don't know. We have to find our bottom first. So that is definitely crucial. So let's go on. Let's go on with this here quickly. So Grayscale has launched the AI fund. Yeah, so the decentralized AI fund is now open to accredited investors get diversified exposure to the intersection of AI and crypto. This would turn, like, if you want to know how the altcoin market can do hard multiples, that's if these are allowed as ETFs, like if all these like in all the big regions of the world, like in Europe, in the US, in Latin America, in North America, and wherever, like all North America with Canada together, Asia, if these products would launch still in this bull run, like 2025, beginning 2025 to middle 2025, launching combined ETFs where they are just putting together like something like a fund of every vertical, right? That would be so crazy, because then you would have technically institutional money and also like real retail user money coming into such funds. And then let's say there is a metaverse fund, and like we cannot even dream of this right now, but you would just put all the metaverse projects, whatever that is, including maybe Ecomi, into a fund, and they allocate money into that, right? So that would be crazy. We don't know how it will play out, but just imagine at one point that Ecomi is part of an ETF, even with a 1% allocation. Obviously, that would change some games, right? But we are nowhere near this, and it's, to be honest, it would be too much of a hopium to even talk about this. On another note, like altcoins, right? This is Bitcoin dominance, and I really want to show this to you here on a. I have to refresh on a daily and weekly basis, right? So I told you, we said it here on the channel that we expect to have Bitcoin dominance rising more, right? And that usually coincides with altcoins getting wrecked compared to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin dumps a little bit, altcoins dump harder, and then Bitcoin recovers, but the altcoins don't recover as fast. So this is what is happening right now. And in terms of candle body, where we are right now, for the monthly candle, sorry for that. For the monthly candle, we have 8 days to close it, but look at that, we are at all-time high. Yeah, 55.63% for Bitcoin dominance. Look at that. So we have been going up, and even though Bitcoin has been moving, and I said it before, like the moment that Bitcoin rallies, this is going to shoot up, right? So we will have more Bitcoin dominance going up, right? And don't see this as a chart like Bitcoin price goes up, this goes up. No. If we rally and altcoins are following, like Bitcoin rallies and altcoins following, you could have a stable candle here, like a candle with almost no movement, right? But it's also fair to say that if you're looking at this, we are nowhere near any altcoin season, because altcoin season looks like what I've painted here in yellow, right? This is how altcoin season looks. Here it is, yeah. So this is how it looks. And on a monthly chart, so you have, once this happens, like you have confirmation, you have like 2 months, and then altcoin season is usually over. So this is where all the gains are made for the altcoin bags. So I would say that in terms of Bitcoin, we'll have at the maximum like 5-6 weeks more to accumulate. The prices are not optimal, but they're still good for Bitcoin probably. For altcoins, we probably have even a little bit more time. Although if Bitcoin really goes on a rally, altcoins can already follow, and still there would be no altcoin season. Like you can have altcoins going up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% over the course of several weeks, maybe 100, some will do 2x's, and we are still not in altcoin season, right? So this is how everything is gearing up for that. And then we hope that we get this massive altcoin season where we finally lose support on Bitcoin's dominance here and drop to maybe even 20% or so. This would be so massive if we drop out of this, and we still have some altcoin bags left for a moonshot. So I will definitely do that. I will definitely hold some altcoins, just in case that this goes completely nuts once it's happening. So let's see here. Excessive people dump the token when they have the token back, but will not happen, I think. No, I'm not only talking about this, I'm also talking about Bitforex. So what I meant, so to make that clear, what I mean is Bitforex as the exchange has a wallet with 22 billion OMI. This is not the users. That's the exchange wallet. The users, they are like, okay, they are going to extract a couple of million that will be bought up if they dump it, right? I don't think that they will dump that. They just have some extra bags now, and they're happy to have it back. Trucking Hank says, if I get mine back from Bitforex, I'm not selling. Yeah, what I meant is that if Bitforex goes out of business, and does not come back, what do they do with 22 billion OMI? Like, they will probably liquidate it, right? At least that's what I am thinking that they should. That like, from a business perspective, if you want to go out, you probably try to liquidate the assets that you have, right? Energy says, I need 5 more million. Oh, I should get some some millions as well at some point, but maybe I wait for to see if it goes even lower. Felipe says, I would keep my Bitforex OMIs and transfer it to OMI base. Trucking says, I haven't bought a base OMI yet. How do you like the process? Okay. So they should sell it to Ecomi OTC. Yeah, maybe that would be the way. I honestly would like to see that they strike some deal for the like for the 22 billion, and then like if it's they should have a drop, somewhat Ecomi related drop. So with that drop they make money. And with that money, they buy like OTC at way better price. They buy the token back and then send it to the burn wallet. That would be a strong sign. But you need some serious money for that, I guess. Yeah. Anyways. So we want to look at the Veve as well. So Veve is what is that? Oh yeah, that's the addiction. So Veve is putting out more comics. So here we have, for example, the first appearance of Dark Phoenix comic that is going to drop on the 25th. I think San Diego Comic-Con is not too far out. I think it's starting at the 26th or 25th, something like that. So we see, by the way, here we see some photos of the first ever Stanley Fidgetal. So this is I think Energy, you got yourself this coat, right? This jacket, and then also this one. So this is some nice Stanley, the creator. this is also great, right? So there are a couple of OMI homies that are going definitely walking around with the fashion. What do we have here? This is so easy. It's the Veve fam and its founders members highlight of SDC last year. So this was last year. I remember this when they had the Mighties. Interesting will be, I don't know if they will be on, I don't remember if they said they have their own stand this time or if they are together with Marvel again. I'm not quite sure. And they're going to drop the Sentinel here, which is interesting because this is like, they follow the chase drop strategy. So they have the Sentinel thing for only 15 gems. 7,500, yeah, and then there is the chase variant of 225, and it makes sense to do it that way because you're very likely going to sell more if you have a lower entry price, right? And 50 gems has shown with the Marvel Mighties that actually people are willing to go for more than one try with 15 gems than they are with 50 gems. So we saw that on the Xenomorph drop that people were not, so personally, Sentinel, whatever, right? So if you hit one of the secret rares, it's cool. 225 is very scarce. So they should try this with a, they should do something like that with a even higher brand drop in the sense of like more desirable drop. That would be insane to see. Probably then people go like crazy. Like, it's easier for people to go 10 times with 15 gems than 3 times with 50, right? That's just psychologically easier. Yeah. Let's see here. This you have to propose to Foster. I don't know. Foster because of the OMI community manager. By the way, it has been like in the last. By the way, here's another comic. Like, this is Zero Ghost. So this is, by the way, this is another comic brand, right? Look at that. So this is 24/7 comics or something like that. Zero Ghost. That's not Marvel. So they are launching this on Veve Comics because green background means Veve Comics, right? Is that what it is, or is it a Veve drop? I think maybe it's on Veve app. It just has a green background, so I was thinking about maybe it's on Veve Comics. Anyways, like this, I don't know this comic, so some people might like it. The addiction comic burn is good to see. Oh, did they burn like the rest of the addiction comic or what? I didn't see that. Where is it? But Veve is posting like crazy. Look at that. Veve is posting like crazy. So they have a lot going on, which is good to see. I wish we could have more posts like this on Ecomi. I said it before, like if people are doing altcoin research and they see this, like they see, oh, last post July 19th, it's like 4 days ago. I genuinely don't like this. I like when people are really, really active. And the last news is even like Bitforex exchange update, okay? So then before that they were like July 4th. They should increase. Even if it's like general thoughts on the market, or like, did you know with Ecomi you can, I don't know what, right? So there should be a little bit more an increased posting, because they have 150k followers. They could do a post every week, like one of the days per week. Every week you can spend on presenting one exchange. It's like, look, hey, here's maxC, you have a USDT dollar pair and can buy Ecomi on that, and there are these and that. They should also do sweepstakes, some like on the Ecomi channel, for example, like do I don't know, post your I don't know, comment whatever thing about comment your favorite desired feature of Ecomi and win 1 million Ecomi or so. They should do stuff like that, like giveaways. Mark D says at the top of VVX page has the block for the comic burn event. Okay, so let's see here. Exclusive crafting event. Oh, this is the okay. So the addiction 1 and 2 holders burn any 3 of your existing the addiction 1 or 2 comics to unlock an exclusive addiction 2 comic featuring cover art by Ryan Brown, created from SDCC. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, that is cool, right? That's cool. Is it digital then? This is the question. Is it digital? Yeah. Crafting begins Sunday, 28 July. Find out more. So I can buy on the secondary some comics, burn it, and then I can get this ultra rare craft, and there is oh, that is crazy, only 35 secret rare craft. This is interesting to see. Like, I hope the real fans of this get some cool stuff here out of the secret rare. Definitely a cool event. Thanks for making me aware. So then let's see the drop calendar. So apparently there is this on the 25th. There is this Stanley drop. I think that's when you buy the Phygital, right? Energy. I think if you buy the bundle, you get this gold, silver Stanley, right? And then the X-Men on the same day, and then there is Wolverine on 26th, Zero Ghost, and then we have the Addiction Craft plus the Sentinel drop. So yeah, I think this is, I don't know if this is such a super hype drop series, so we should be cautious for some secret drops. Maybe, we don't know, but sometimes, like, you know that Veve sometimes does like the secret drop thing. So we should be aware, at least when it starts, like San Diego Comic-Con starts on 25th, that at some point, usually it was like 9 p.m. CET or something like that when it happened, somewhere about these hours. Yeah, so Energy says, yes, bought the hoodie and the jacket, got 2 golden Stanley. You already got the Stanley? Is that already it? At the top, okay, two Stanleys. That's crazy. So yeah, now Energy is going to walk around like a king. with that stuff. By the way, I like that Casey BMW is always like updating this calendar. That is really cool. So definitely they need a calendar view in the app, right? So where you can just go on the calendar and then you see the drops that are lined up. What surprises are coming this week? We don't know, but for sure there will be surprises. I hope there will be some live action or so, like stuff that maybe they will leak some things or announce something new. Energy says in the Android app you can already redeem it. Oh, okay. And then but you cannot sell it probably, right? Thoughts on Mt. Gox's possible dump to the market? I think the effect will not be really high for Mt. Gox. No, it's fine. It's fine. We can go back to the topic. So I think the Mt. Gox effect will not be. So Mt. Gox will not sell like thousands of Bitcoin into the market. They have already redistributed, distributed more than 60% already to wallets that are going to help with distributing to original holders like Kraken. And I don't think that. So there was a poll that most people, like over 50%, would not sell anything of the Bitcoin that they are getting back. So that makes it only $8 billion. And if you see that, like the massive inflows that are there at the moment, this will trickle into Bitcoin. Like this will just give some more Bitcoin at hand for people to sell off in the future. But it will not, I think the impact will not be that drastic. I think it's overblown. Yeah. So, I mean, you saw that Germany selling 50,000 Bitcoin into the market led to this here, right? This whole like sideways and I don't know what. Sideways plus, so, and then if you have, this sucks. If you have, so this was 50,000 Bitcoin, right? We are already back at 67K. Now, if only half of the Mt. Gox people would want to sell, that's also 50,000. So the effect is the same. So at the maximum, then you would expect to go back to 53K or so if they sell at once, like Germany did into the market. But they won't sell at once. They will sell here and there, and then some cheap Bitcoin is getting scooped up by the ETFs. You have the ETFs inflows. Then you have second bullish thing is like the Bitcoin conference. I think we won't really feel that much of it, of the Mt. Gox thing. I think it will be just a little bit sell pressure here and there, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, overall that's basically that is basically it. Yeah. So also for Veve, that's basically what's going on. So for Veve, it's going to be bullish with San Diego Comic-Con, and for us today, that is already the most important stuff that we need to know, right? So make sure to smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, with notifications on, and guys, thank you for joining here to this red eye stream with only a couple of hours of sleep. And wherever you are on the world, have this great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I catch you in the next